RJ, Ronald Staton, what's up, brother?
How you guys doing?
Is this a Slab News first?
Yeah, it is.
It
Yeah.
is. It's his debut. Ronald, would you be able to just turn your volume down a little bit? There's a lot of feedback. I don't want the audience to quit watching us. Let's see. Testing. That's better. That's doable. Thanks, buddy. How are you, man? Obviously not the way anybody wants to win, but congratulations, it's a win.
Definitely not the best win, but we're going to take it and we'll move forward from that.
Yeah, I mean, your initial thoughts when you look at that fight. Obviously, you didn't get to showcase your skill set, but we saw you at Power Slap 7, right? You get that job done against Will Woods in a slap him out, kind of drag him out war. Now you come back to season 3 of the show after being on season 2. Also had a similar thing happen, but there was no foul, so that was kind of a shorter one for you. You get this moment, you're excited for it, and this is how it ends. What were your thoughts?
Definitely disappointing. It was such a short notice thing. Erica, had got to me, like a day before I need to go out there. She asked me, she's like, "Hey, I need you in a pinch. Can you come out?" Of course I said yes. I went out there, had hopes that I was going to be able to take care of that and then take care of this one, how I did on Power Slap 7. And then unfortunately, it didn't go that way. It definitely did bum me out. Like you said, a win is a win, but it's not the way I wanted it to go out. I definitely wanted to, get another win and kind of stack the wins and keep that ball rolling, into the future.
Yeah, but you still get a win, so it keeps you in that column. So you now move to 2-1. It's a weird one. We've seen they don't, Power Slap, the leadership there doesn't really value disqualification wins much. So I don't know exactly what it does, but it's definitely not a backward step. Now for you, obviously having been, I don't know if you were unconscious. I mean, I know your body kind of locked up, but just that incurring that kind of damage. What are your thoughts overall? Obviously, it's now happened a second time. Do you feel like you're kind of like, oh man, like now I got to kind of go through this again? I'm, if you will, people say the more times you get knocked out, the more, your chin kind of gets a little bit depleted. Do you buy into that? Do you subscribe to that idea at all?
Not at all. I feel like there's definitely certain, stipulations, certain situations where like, people are getting knocked out or they are, out and, they come back even stronger, in my opinion. I mean, it's the only way you can test your chin is to really, go out there and, put it to the test against, whether that's, one person or multiple people or, any situation. I feel like that's the only way you can make your chin stronger is by doing that. So, like I feel like going out there and getting put down twice, I felt like it honestly just made me stronger. You know what I mean? Like I know what to expect. I know where the weak points are on my chin, and I know how to at least try to strengthen those areas the best that I can.
Now, do you think objectively, if that was a clean strike, do you think he's that powerful? He meaning Brandon Rhodes, or do you feel like you would have kind of been able to?
I've taken a lot of punches, a lot of hits in my days. There was not enough power. I mean, he didn't even leave a mark on my chin. There was nothing there after that. So, as far as the power being there, if it would have been a clean strike, it would have been like lunch. I mean, that would have been, nothing. We'd have, picked it up and kept going, So, as far as the power being there, I don't think that would have been a problem.
Obviously, for him, it was kind of a weird one because he fights on the show at light heavyweight. Before the show even starts to air, he's on a numbered card facing off at middleweight. Obviously, doesn't get that job done for him. But for you, given the way that it ended, do you at some point in time, even if you don't currently now, but did you kind of want that back? Was that something that you felt like you needed to get redemption for?
At one point, I kind of did. It was kind of in the back of my mind. It was never like a primary thing that I was thinking about getting back. I would say, honestly, the Garrett fight was more intriguing to me to get that back than this one, honestly. I kind of, like I said, I came into that house knowing he wasn't really going to be that much, and it unfortunately went the way it did. Now that I look at it, they make him drop a weight because he just doesn't have the power to stay with the light heavyweights. And, there's no disrespect, but, size does play a factor in certain things. And if you don't have the power, there's definitely a lot of, I wouldn't say like miss that, certain weights can hold certain powers. Like there's definitely some light heavyweights that can bang with the super heavyweights, and vice versa. It might be some welterweights that can bang with the light heavyweights. But for the most part, in my opinion, I think each weight class is, prevalent to what they should be. And I feel like he needs to be at that middleweight class. So him going to that middleweight class and then losing in the middleweight class, I felt like that was kind of just one where I kind of got to get up and brush it off and keep moving.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, not the way you want to win, but nonetheless a win. So congratulations. That brings you up to 2-1. So would you say it's fair to say that, Garrett Blakesslee is a guy that you have your eye on in your division?
Yeah, definitely. I would hope to, within the next, year, maybe year and a half's worth of time, be able to set that fight up again. Maybe we'll have to go through a couple people, each of us, test our, feet in, it's going to have to happen somehow. You know what I mean? I mean, he's higher on the ranks right now. I'm not ranked, but down the line, that's definitely a fight I want to get matched up again because I feel like I need that back.
Awesome, man. Congratulations, Core.
Yeah, Ronald, man. Just been looking through the chats. This is actually the 4th time I'm glad we were able to finally get you on. The first 2 times we tried, we weren't able to line up schedules. The 3rd time, people don't know this, but I actually had you ready to go for an interview. I get a message the night before, and you're like, hey, man, last minute fill-in, I'm flying out. I can't make the interview. So great that we're able to finally get you here on the debut. Talk to me, man, about being that last minute fill-in. You kind of preferred in a way that you didn't know, you didn't have time to get nervous or anything else. It was just like, boom, on the flight, there you go, perform.
I wouldn't say I get nerves. I mean, you kind of go on a stage, that last minute stage dump really is the only time you're going to get nerves, for me at least. So I don't think it really makes a difference whether I know, 2 months in advance with a normal card or maybe a day in advance. I felt like I went into the same situation feeling the same feelings. But I definitely do like having that no notice, feeling behind it. Going in there, nobody knows that I'm coming or whatever the case may be. It's a last minute kind of thing. You kind of step up and you feel that spot, especially if you get a win. It makes it feel even better.
Totally. Where do you think you kind of sit with the Brasa Power Slap right now? I mean, you've kind of had some ups and downs. We haven't seen you on that live card. Like, do you think that's the next step for you? Do you think that, like, have you had any convos? Do you expect that we'll see you again soon?
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be some stuff in the works, I would imagine, too. Hopefully that I get, that next shot on whatever, the next live card is. I just feel, I got stuff to prove on that live card. And then I feel like once I get to that platform, it's going to be lights out. I'm not going to be able to be stopped from there. It's just been an unfortunate, roller coaster. Like you said, it's kind of, ups and downs, couple wins, couple losses, it's just kind of a traumatic, fun, multiple emotion kind of experience. And, it's led us to here. So we kind of just got to, keep our head up and keep moving and just keep preparing for whatever's in front.
No, absolutely. Do you want to watch the match back or not? I mean, you can decline, no issues, but I just wanted to give you that respect first.
You guys want to put it up there? We can put it up there. I didn't even get to watch it, so.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, let's watch it, man. I want you to talk through what's going on here. Okay. So you've got a substantial, almost 9-pound difference here. So talk to me, man. You're walking up there. What's going through your head?
Yep. So I'm up there. I'm thinking that this is going to be an easy hit. I feel like, it was just the way it was, the way he was talking in the house. There wasn't really a presence thing. I felt like, up there, there was no emotions. It wasn't like it was before. To me, it was just a lot different. And then, I felt like, I don't remember going out. I think that's just kind of a thing that happens. But, going up there, I mean, like I said, there's that last minute adrenaline dump for everybody. Some people get it, worse than others. But I go up there, I know what I got to do, and I got to handle business. And unfortunately, it kind of didn't work out that way. I felt like, going up there, I felt like that was going to be an easy shot. I was going to come back, crack him, and then it was going to be over on my part, clean hit. Because I know, I imagine you guys watched back the fight on Will. All my slaps were pretty clean. They came with power.
Well, they show it. Yeah, they showed your your fight. Like, I mean, quickly when they were kind of talking about you, they showed your fight.
Yeah. So I felt like that was going to be the case, and then I felt like after waking up from being put out, it was like, oh man, like I can't believe that happened. I feel like once I found out that it wasn't a clean hit, it makes you feel a little bit better. But it's still like, man, even if you get a win, like you were talking, a win is a win, but it's not the way you want to win. It's not a true win. In my opinion, it's more like just somebody giving you a win or giving you the succeeding last hit. It's not the way you want to go out at all. I prefer to, in my opinion, like I prefer to lose. It sounds bad, but I'd rather have a clean win than kind of a dirty win. So I'd rather lose fair and square, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Yeah. Awesome, my man. I appreciate you joining us. Much love. Reach out anytime. You got stuff going on, man. Let us know. And we've got a platform for you. All right.
Sounds good. Thank you guys. You guys
Thanks for joining us, brother.
Thank you.
All right. Nice, my man.